Time. Hold it down when I'm getting mine. Skin glow, cause you know I shine. Right now I'm in my prime. Oh yes, this is my time. Straight to the top, I still shall climb. You folks better read the signs. Come with the heat, or your ass is mine. Mic check 1, 2 when I drop this. 3, 4, rewind and rock this. To the Lord I always promise. Keep my faith and strength regardless. Stay focused on my targets. Them snakes in the grass is heartless. Stay clear from death and the darkness. People when the earth is thoughtless. So I sit back and I spark this. Think about my life right now. If I'm gonna be the king, then it's best I wear the crown. Think about my life in the past. How long will a soldier last? It's good and evil in my body when the spirits clash. Gotta keep my signals clear, cause I smell blood in the air. And if you vultures really want me, then I'm still right here. Oh yes, I'm full blown. Don't touch me when I'm in the zone. Fist get stiff like a piece of chrome. I'ma swing to the head, knock out your gone. My raps is so real. Dark and sleek cause I'm from the Ville. Creep from behind, that's another kill. And I bet right now I'm the one you feel. Lay back and I light the dust. Shift gears when I'm speeding up. 95 when I'm heating up. Stuff mode when I'm creeping up. 6 feet just ain't deep enough. Too many folks wanna sleep on us. Don't be mad cause I'm coming up. PG boy, we dangerous.
Ha, God's sent it in this motherfucker, man. Y'all gotta feel me on this one. Listen, that's I'm possessed by God and the devil. You're not on my level, shit, you gotta be mental. Fuck around and get a shot in your temple. And this is freestyle, this is not with a pencil. Goddamn dog and I'm it again. The young African is back again. Like an old episode of what's happening. Your drug packaging, the pets packaging. Trying to get these records out the stores. It's crack music and be back for more. Gotta stay grinding and you're backing off. It's like 1 step forward, 2 backwards, y'all. Nigga, that ain't right. It's downright trite. Nigga, take a look at the day in the life of a young hustler, relate to the strife. Nigga, blaze a J every day in his life. Nigga, you would too if you knew what this game would do to you. Since 2 y'all 002. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. Fake ass deals with you know who's. Fake ass crews, you know who. That's nothing but pictures, man. Better stop fucking around with niggas' plans. Shit, got me fucked up in this motherfucker, man. It's not a game. Listen, God said gotta rap one time. Niggas mad cause I'm blessed with rhymes. Lyrics bang like a tech and a 9. And you ain't gotta like it, I'm blessed with mines. God said gotta rap one time. Lyrics bang like a tech and a 9s. Niggas mad cause I'm blessed with mimes. And I'm yet in my prime. How's that for freestyle? And I'm yet in my prime. That niggas got me fucked up, man. I'm yet in my prime.
Lone Star walks towards the light. I walk with the force of might. Ball fist when it's time to fight. Fake with the left, come with the right. Lone Star's gonna keep a hype. In a 626, that's me and white. Sipping on some champagne, cause you know I keep it rizzle. Plus I got that sticky grizzle. Puffing on about 80 nickels. And you know it's just that simple. Cloudy all up in my temples. Watch out when I'm on the hump. Nunchucks and I'm armored up. Homeboy, you better guard your grill. Up in the tree like a Navy SEAL. Things get real on the war field. I'm ready for the battle like Cypress Hill. I walk through the butters with a blood spill. You touch me, that's a done deal. Watch me when I twist it up. Flip that script and I hit you up. Twin Desert Eagles will lift you up. I buff, but I just can't get enough. Big body strength gonna rip you up. Sick my pitch just to eat you up. Gorillas on the block gonna beat you up. I spit like a tech when I lick a shot. Let me catch my breath. Let me take a step. I feel so close to death. Oh shit. God damn.
Okay, that's how you. Oh man, I swear, man, all these new features, bruh. Like, I'm sitting here the whole time after the song. I'm trying to add myself to the stage. I'm on my phone and it's so different. But anyway, mm, mm, mm. Shout out to the family. I got like one or two things I just wanted to kind of tap in on, and of course, it's all a part of the repetitive, nonstop discussions that we always have. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I see y'all in the building. Hold on, here we go. How do I do this? Bam. Right? Ain't that how we do it? Okay, that's how you. Yeah, see, there we go. Shout out to you, beloved. You already know. So I want to talk about something, right? I want to talk about like how just to kick it off, because I'm just kicking and cooling it, right? The gender war. So, I've just been thinking about that for a bit. Like, is it really beneficial? But more importantly, I just really want to know, how did it all get started? Every war has its roots, right? Like something happens, somebody tried to invade or take over a land, now they're beefing, or there was a trade going on, and now all of a sudden, right? Something went wrong in the trade. Somebody tried to snake somebody, right? So now there's a beef. I just thought about it, and it's actually hitting my brain at this point. Like, where did the gender war start? Like, what started it? Because I'm actually on my own personal mission to figure out how it can be disposed of, the gender war, right? How did that begin? Did it begin in the household? Did it begin with the community? You see, what's the root of this evil tree that we call that bears such rotten fruit of gender war, right? So, me thinking about it in that sense. Now, if I was to try to think of where possibly did it come from, and please don't be shy, type your comments in. Let's have the discussion, right? Whether it's now or you catch the replay and you hit it in the comment section, don't matter to me. Where did the gender wars start? All right. So I would say definitely the gender war basically started once we got smartphones. If I really was to think about it, although these things have been taking place long before that, long before that. There have been many discussions over and over again about I don't need a man. What good is a man? What good is a woman? Divorce. Why should I be married? Child support. All of these discussions have been had for ages. Now, this is not something that's new. It's not something that's prolific. Nah, it's just the same old, same old. Talking about the gender war nowadays is the exact same as somebody who sees you out and about and they say, "So, how about this weather? Did you see the game?" It's right around the same. It's become something that's so common in our discussions that we have totally, for the most part, right? Yes, totally, for the most part, have lost sight of what exactly does a real relationship consist of? How does that really look? We already was, for the most part, behind the eight ball simply because a lot of us didn't grow up until our adult ages seeing a healthy relationship. A lot of us didn't grow up seeing that. A lot of us did not grow up seeing a healthy relationship until we made it to 21. I hear many stories about how, yeah, my parents were together, but they split up when I was 14. Yeah, my parents were together, but they split up when I was 8. So that means that there was only a fragment of your life. Now, here it is. You might be that person who's in your 30s, 40s, 50s, even late 20s, whoever you might be. You're a full grown adult now. And your example of seeing in your face a healthy relationship was only what? Uh, 13% of your lifespan, 10%, 25%. A lot of us have not been able to have the luxury of growing up and seeing in our face a loving couple, regardless of whatever little arguments here and there. And I don't mean perfect. Now, I want to make sure I make that clarification because I know how we go with things. You'll hear somebody say one word, then your mind will drift off and think, he said perfect. No, not perfect at all. At all, because that woman that got with that man was not perfect. That man that got with that woman is not perfect. Thus, the relationship will not be perfect. All right, so let's just remember that part. But like when we really sitting up here and thinking about it, what really brought about everything that we see today? Like, what's the root of it? There are a lot of people who were definitely in love, right? And then you hear this thing called we grew apart. All right, that we grew apart. What does that mean? I've always asked that question. What does we grew apart really mean? You know, when you think about it. Because I hear a lot of people use this as I would call it an excuse. Because the last time I checked, you're supposed to grow together. So if you grew apart, then to me, that would be an indication of, yeah, that's the indication of you never were growing together. There's no way. Do you not realize, like, let's just take it as plants. Let you have two of the same plants growing 9 times out of 10, they're going to intertwine. The roots are going to mesh with one another. And all they're going to do is multiply more of those plants that already is. You see? Now, the only time that two plants occupying too close of the area will suffocate one another, because that is something that happens. One plant can suffocate the other. Why? Because they weren't compatible to be in the same pot or in the same vicinity. So you can have what will be called an invasive species of plant that will snuff out the others. Smitty, you're going off into something. No, I'm not. You stay with me. I don't need to stay with you. You stay right here and focus on what it is I'm saying. The correlation to that is that if two people are not compatible, one person's love will be snuffed out by the other person's negligence and lack of love. The plants have to be compatible to be in the same pot and or within the same vicinity. You see now? This is where we are. So like, all right, bet. You get yourself a really awesome person, and you like, man, this is the love of my life. And now all of a sudden, things just start going haywire. Now, mind you, you really care for this person, and that person does care for you. But you know something? A lot of times we can come across circumstances where you do care for that person, but you're not capable of loving that person how they want to be loved, how they need to be loved, and vice versa. You can come across an awesome ass chick, fellas, and she's dope as shit, but she's not capable of loving you and appreciating you how you should be. Why? Because a lot of us don't have it in us to have the patience to take the time to learn how to love that person. Is it that that person wasn't capable of doing it? More than likely, no. Nah, more than likely, that's not what it is. More than likely, that person just simply did not have the patience and or willingness to want to learn to how to love you. Thus, you have two plants in the same pot and one will snuff out the other. One plant will start to wither. It'll start to brown and will, yellow. You know how I go. It yellows, then it browns, then it withers, then it drops. That's the process. Same thing. Why? Because through science, we have learned that that's the oxygen. Like when you see fall leaves right now, you see all the leaves where you live, possibly depending on your geographical location. You not notice how the leaves are slowly turning red, orange, yellow, then they drop to brown on the ground. Well, that's because oxygen is being snuffed out, right? It's because of the gravitational pull that is being pulled away. Now, think about that in a relationship sense. The oxygen of the relationship, that fresh breath of air of that relationship, the sun of it, what brought that relationship warmth is now being pulled away. It's being pulled away. A lot of people not going to really get where I'm going with a lot of things that I say, and that's okay. That's because it's not for you to get, and or it may be because you need to sit on what I'm saying just a little bit longer. When you actually look at how life is genuinely set up, you'll start to really recognize how you're designed. Your design genuinely does come from how life is set up. There are so many different key factors that have to do with why you operate the way you do. There are a lot of key factors as into why you attract to the type of people that you attract to. Again, this is just my morning ramble. I'm just going off into space and I'm just speaking. All right. But if you listen closely, you might catch something. You're designed the way you are is because you're supposed to be of a certain attraction to certain people. Now, watch this. All of us are human, but all of us don't click and get along. You know where I find that same exact example? In nature. There are so many different herds of the same species. And they're not of the same. They'll even buck and go at each other if one herd clashes with the other. You know what else I know? I also know that there are different prides, like lions and everything. You think just because another lion sees another lion, that that lion won't eat and kill that lion? Now, again, let's transfer this into the human sense. Just because we're all people don't mean we all mesh. And if we all know that we don't get along with ideology, religion, um, taste in dress, lifestyle, what makes you think that just because you're a good person, just because you're this really, really dope ass person, that everybody is supposed to like you? And that's not how that works. You smell me now? That's just not how that works. Um, the fact is that one thing that really brought about my happiness, I'm gonna tell you, like when people ask me, like, Smitty, how is it that you've been through what you've been through? And how is it that no matter what goes on in this planet, you still always seem to like be amped, you hype, you smile, And no matter what's going on with you or in life, you're always happy. First of all, I tell people, no, I'm not always happy. You need to ask people around me. I go through a lot in my mind. But what I am able to maintain is a stability of comfort and humbleness. Humbleness actually keeps me in a place where I'm not I'm not going off because I don't have something I either never had or I shouldn't. My humbleness keeps me in a state of mind of you will be able to acquire it, but if you don't, then it's not meant for you. And that's only considering you know you've done everything in your possibility humanly to acquire it. That's just not your path. I don't care how much you saw it one way. You're supposed to go in a different direction. I'll be peeping that. So, again, bringing it back to what we're really speaking about when it comes to these relationships and when it comes to how we look at it, how we speak about it, there is no totality. I said this on a live the other night, how we don't want to take time to look at how everything in life comes with a unique nuance. Relationships, parenting, friendships, business. You don't address no one person the exact same way. The first indication that we get of that? Anybody who has multiple children. I don't have multiple children, but I am somebody who is of multiple children with parents. My parents did not treat me how they treat my siblings. My parents did not treat my siblings how they treated me. They made sure that they specified who it is they were dealing with at that moment, depending on what was taking place. And I peep, right? Like, we don't want to take time to see how that also correlates because those same kids that got treated different in that upbringing are the same children that grow up and be the same people that we meet and we date. Those are the same people that grow up to be now the moms and dads of today. You see? So if we know that raising children, there's no one size fits all to it, why do we keep going about relationships as it's one size fits all? I'm one of them type people you just gotta try to keep up with me as I speak. There is no one size fits all. There is no blueprint to the perfect relationship. That's why, even though I may speak on relationships, I don't ever do no seminars or anything or try to do no lives or talk about how this is the method to having the relationship. Who can really tell you that if that individual does not know who you are dealing with at that time? And I've spoken about that before. Just reiterating. There's no blueprint to this. There's no blueprint to life. There's no blueprint to one person's path is supposed to be yours. It's not. There is only your direction. And your direction can only be walked by you. Your direction can only be seen in the trajectory of your eyes. Other people can give you a suggestion of maybe where you should go. Like, the whole point me in the right direction. Yeah, some people can do that. But can't nobody lead you to your destiny, relationship, your goals, your business. family, searching for inner self, religion, spirituality, you name it. There's nobody that can do that for you. All right. I can teach you how to fish, but even if I was somebody who didn't and I brought you fish every day, one day the fish will not show up at your door because one day I'm going to pass away. I'm going to cross over. Now, what do you do? One day I may simply be healthy as ever and I just might move away. Now, what do you do? You know, like me, for example, if I was to have a quick honesty um, talk with you guys, like I've been struggling so much with technology. And, I talk with my lady and things of that nature. And she's like, babe, you got to learn how to do this for yourself. What are you going to do if nobody else is around? And unfortunately, my answer is I'm just going to pay somebody to do it. And she's like, you can't do that. You have to know how to do it for yourself. And it's crazy. As much as I'm saying what I'm saying to you now, even in that moment, I had to be reminded of what it is that I preach, what I teach, and what I try my best to walk. I had to be reminded of my own message. You need to learn how to do this. I'm not saying don't listen to relationship talk conversations. Because I don't even want to begin to come across as if like I'm stepping on toes or trying to like, tell people don't go here, don't go. No, no, no. No, that's not what it is at all. What I'm speaking about specifically is no matter what it is you hear, whether it's church and the pastor told you something, your therapist and your counselor or your psychiatrist told you something, or psychologist, should I say, because psychologists actually talk to you. Psychiatrists only give you medication. Forgive me. So no matter what it is, you're going to have to go out there and do it. I learned a lot growing up in school from kindergarten through college. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from kindergarten all the way into when I went from college into my trade, right? As a chef, that is. But I still had to do everything. I don't care what test they gave me, what I wrote down on paper. I had to actually make that omelet. I had to actually know the difference between the textures of steak. I had to learn what's actually the true definition of cross contamination. I'm saying this to say I had to get out into the field of cooking to truly become a chef. If I just sat behind the walls and just listened to stuff and never got out there and did it for myself, I wouldn't be able to cook the way I'm able to cook today. You as well. I don't know what it is that you want to do, but you will never be able to accomplish that if you only listen and never put the work in. Even down to in a specific book. I'm not sure which one exactly. Maybe you can help me out. I think it says somewhere in one of their pages, it says Faith Without Works. You might know what book that is. But moving forward, is there a recipe to the perfect relationship? Yes, there is. Can you get that recipe from any other person besides you and who you're with? No, that's the point. You guys give me 1 second. Much respect to the family. I see y'all. Don't mind me if I'm not hitting comments like that and stuff. I'm on my phone and the setup is extremely weird. But this is for everybody that's in the building. Shout out to y'all. All right now. Y'all give me 1 second. I just gotta go grab me my lighter and I'm gonna go get me a nice little cup of lime soda. And I will be right back after this quick commercial messages. Respect to the family.
Yep, yep. You know what I'm saying? Tired of these lame niggas, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like they on niggas' levels. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't ready to war with us. What's wrong with these niggas?
I have no time for those that wanna BS. You ain't walk my path, you never seen stress. I be hoping for death, but maybe he's next. Lyrically blessed, game sewed up like a seamstress. County raised, DC is my birthplace. First in the Ville with official jerseys. You feel relevant? Who asked you in the first place? Got me itching to scratch you out in the worst ways. You don't.
Much respect. I know. Okay, we back. So now, where does all of this generally come from? From what I'm seeing, honestly, I was just really thinking about a lot of different thoughts. Like I constantly have these thoughts of where is this world going? Like, I mean, really, you know. And you know what I peep? Like, of course, again, nothing I'm about to say is new. Just going to reiterate, we have so many distractions. The distractions is out of this world. Out of this world. Everything. I mean, everything that we have around us that is of our true joy, a lot of us don't even take time to look at and see. We don't see what we have. We don't see what's around us. We we're too focused on what's not around us. And so that brings me to like, because I notice there's a lot of talk about mental health, depression, people's headspace. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as somebody myself, I go through it. I go through my moments. I ask anybody who's in my life for real, I go through that. You see. But what's going on, Ro? I see you, fam. I'm on my phone, so don't mind me if I'm not like pulling the comments up and stuff, but I can see y'all. It's different on this phone, and I don't like pushing a lot of buttons because I'm like in the live on accident. But like real talk, I'm peeping there's a lot of depression out here. Like folks is really in their feelings. Like you ever just wake up and you just got like you ever wake up just like angry? I have. See, that's being honest. Again, I don't want nobody to think like just because of how I talk online, like my life is all perfect because whose life is perfect? Whose life is like all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like just right. But real talk though, like it's a lot of depression going on. And I do believe it's because of the pressures of society. Society puts so much pressure on our shoulders and our backs and in our minds to where you don't even have time to think about what it is you really have in front of you. I know I sound like an old head cliche talking right now because everything's supposed to be F all of that. But I said it before. I believe that we do a whole lot of that saying F everything because we're just trying to block it out. That's not healthy. Everybody says you need to go to therapy. Why are you so mad? Because it's a lot of things that people have just never either they've either never had the opportunity to address it or they've had countless opportunities to address it and chose not to. And they really, really in their mind believe that if I just ignore this, if I just close my eyes enough and squint hard enough, it'll go away. Do you know what that's equivalent to? It's equivalent to somebody coming into a blank room and you turn your back and stand in a corner. The room is all white. You have on all black. And you think that I'm going to stand in the corner and close my eyes and maybe they won't see me if I stand still enough. No, when I walk in the room, I see your ass standing there with your eyes closed, clenching, right? I see you. There's no none of that. There's no you hiding that. I peep that shit. I peep how we do go through um, a lot of confusion. A lot of people just don't know which way to go. I mean, I would ask you if you don't mind, anybody, like, why do you think that is? See, the thing is, my answer is not the answer. I'm only shooting out what it is that my thoughts are. Maybe that can spark something with you. That's it. I'm just I'm just giving off the ferro rod sparks to light the kindle. You smell me now? Right? So I just want to get the kindling sparked up. What do you think that is? Whatever it is that you're not happy with, why do you think you're not happy with it? And what you are happy with, I want you to really take time and focus on why is it that you're so happy with that? Doesn't mean it's bad. Just means that that's what you choose to focus on. And I don't peep that. There are a lot of things that like I just like put it like this. You ever like try to look for a problem? You ever think hard enough that something's going to happen and it does? You spoke it into existence. See, that's a real thing. See, the thing is that nowadays when we talk, we want to stay real physical and we want to ignore and eliminate the spiritual aspect, something that Black people and humans have always had, that spiritual sense. Nowadays, we want to dumb it down and just call it a woman's intuition or a gut feeling for men, right? Because that's how I put it, right? I say that women have the woman's intuition, men, we have a gut feeling. Cool beans. But the fact is that both of those fall under the umbrella of a spiritual acknowledgement. You're acknowledging your conscience, you're acknowledging your spirit, you're acknowledging an existence that is beyond this 3D physical realm in which you preside in. That's just what it is. I know. Oh, Smitty go too far and stuff. We want you to stay more grounded on Earth. Well, I am grounded. I'm just, you can be grounded on another planet. So if I'm on Mars or wherever it is, let me just stay there. You just talk to me through the satellite dish because I'm just one of them, you know. I've always, since like a kid, again, I'm just kicking the shit. I don't have no topic. I'm just rambling. But like ever since a kid, I've been one of them like I just go off in my thoughts. Like I be thinking, like I'm a thinker. I'm always pondering. I'm always trying to think of a new way to do something, right? But you know what that's brought me to? It's brought me to the conclusion that every new way that I think to do something brings me back to some things need to just be left alone. Let's just take the wheel. Say I tried to reinvent a car and now I'm making square wheels. And I'm trying to figure out why it ain't selling. Did I think of something new? Yeah. Does it work? No. Leave the round alone. Leave the circle alone. You smell me now? So, bringing it back to what we're talking about. What is the recipe for the perfect relationship? That really is the question. Now, the reason why I'm asking that question before we get up out of here is simply because I want y'all to think about that. When you're listening to anybody who's trying to convince you, this is the key. I then want you to think about who are you and who are you with and or want to be with and or dealing with. Is it conducive? Does it match? Or are you going to listen to it just because that person has enough followers, subscribers, and they look like they may have money? Now, here it is. You about to fumble every last bit of whatever bag you might have had because you're not focused on what it is that's in front of you. Period. So let me see right here. Let me go through this a little bit. Man, much respect, much respect. I see y'all in the building. Let me see. I've always been a thinker. I'm a high vibrational being. Yes, yes, yes. Now watch this. Yes, there's something also called being overstimulated. Now, why do I say that? High vibrational. That can be a good thing if one is able to harness the power of high vibration. Walk with me. Now, if not, then maybe a lot of people need to go ahead and remain in the focus of I am a balanced vibrational creature. See, I myself like to look at things more so from a balanced perspective. The more you try to push life all the way this way or all the way that way, the further life will be pulled away from you. The further information, knowledge, and everything you seek, it will be like that word that's on the tip of your tongue. And you keep on, and you notice how the more you try to force yourself to know what it is you wanted to say, because it's on the tip of your tongue, the more that word evades you. That's exactly how this life works. And that little small example is just one key as to how it works. But with that being said, much respect to the family. I just wanted to come up and kick it with y'all for a quick moment. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. Come on. I abstract. My lyrics detonate before contact, which assures me no MC survived this combat. Ancient like an artifact, I bring you the hardest raps. High cholesterol, the truth will make you have a heart attack. So make sure you watch yourself in PG and never come incorrect when you in DC. If not, then the monsters on the creep to make you bleed. They be hopping out them shadows, gone off that PCP. You can get snuffed out and won't nobody intervene. Got your blood on their hands and they lick their palms clean. This world is an illusion, everything ain't what it seems. I break out in a sweat because I hear the devil scream. So I pray for God for rain to wash my sins and keep me clean. I'm choking on the bottom cause I'm drowning in my dreams. I come up to the surface, now I recognize my purpose. I was here to clear the way and get rid of serpents. My birthplace DC, my home turf, but I love Maryland, the city of the Terps, huh?
Yo, it's a Phase 2 Entertainment exclusive, man. Good looking out on the track, Ario. This joint is fire. No lies on me. Here, Lone Star. Show them how we do it, man. PG. Yeah.
Yes.
They ready, man? I don't think they're ready. Let's show them. Come on, man.
In this world of give or take, survive or shut down. I mentally and physically hold my ground. I walk with a crown, skin black, eyes dark brown. I'm far from a clown and pack up cause I'm here now. PG, stand up, put your hands up. All-star dribble through the middle, dunk and one. You can't live by the sword and not die by it. Your fate, no matter how you try to fight it. The truth is real, even if you don't like it. I get crunk, stay cool and still spit the wildest. Graduation, study, hustle in this street college. Destination meant to be, of course, cause God planned it. Alien of this industry, ship just landed. When it comes